Welcome to Commonwealthpicker in the eBay cave. And
did we make some money today?
yes.
Do you know how much money we made?
$400.
$400? That means you're going to help me ship?
No.
No! What are you going to go do?
Go play.
You're going to go play? Alright, you go play. I'll go ship. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Say don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe in the comments down below.
And give me a thumbs up?
Yeah.
Say thumbs up.
And thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Okay.
Right here.
Alright, you go play. Alright, he is right. We made $402.99. That's not profit, but that's our sales. So profit is, I don't know, it depends. It depends on what the items are, but profit ranges for me between 40 and 60% most of the time. Sometimes more than that. I'm not sure. I haven't totaled this one up yet, but we did have some pretty good sales, so we're going to get some stuff shipped off today. I'll show you what sold, most of what sold, not everything. Some interesting items went out today, and then I want to talk about a little bolo that I've just kind of got into a little bit lately that I kind of regret not looking at a long time ago. I'm going to let you know what that is. And maybe you can be out there looking for this stuff too that I feel like maybe I have missed for a long time. So, all right, let's just take a look at some of these items that went out today. I'm going to scroll through so I can tell you how much they went for, top to bottom, and then we'll talk about that item, that new bolo that I've kind of got used to over the last few weeks looking for when I'm out and about. So, all right, the first one is this Ed Hardy bag. And it sold for $13.89. It has a new tag. I bought it for $1. It only actually went for $9 plus shipping and handling. It'll go first class. It's really light. I don't know. It took forever to sell. I just picked it up because it was $1 and I saw a tag on it. And I thought, you know, Ed Hardy's not the greatest brand, but it's brand new. Somebody will buy it. And it took forever, but I'll end up making $6 on it. Maybe a little bit less, but I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see, what else do we have today? One of the ashtrays went out today. This is a smaller one, just kind of generic star-shaped one. And it is either cigarette or cigar. And it went for $9 plus shipping. I usually pay 50 cents for these, so after fees, it's about a $6.50, $7 profit on that. Not too bad. We've had... Let's see, we had a Jerry Garcia, Dr. Demento. We've had a few of these go out. I still have 150 of them left, so I hope they sell every day. You know, I don't do promoted listings. I've done it a couple times. I just don't do it. But I decided that the other day I would do one of those send offers out to people that are watching an item. And I did it on that one and just dropped it $0.25, and I got a sale. It was kind of an experiment and see if it would work, but who knows? I don't know. I guess the only way I would do promoted listings if I have items that are, you know, there's 8 million of them out there, like a Ralph Lauren polo shirt or something. And I do have some of those still in the store, and I rarely buy them anymore unless they have an interesting color scheme or something like that. So, all right, what else did we sell? We sold the Good Neighbor. State Farm is there. My son bought this when he was out doing some yard selling for me. I was giving him a few bucks, and he paid $1 for it, and it sold for it sold for $12.88 free shipping. Should be about a $6.50 profit, $7 profit, depending on shipping on that one, even though it is first class. Sold some retail arbitrage. I think you can see all the way back here or not. It's got 3 of them back here. Got these actually at Walmart for $7.50 at the end of last summer season, and been storing them away actually in my attic because, you know, that heat and cold isn't really going to affect something like this. And sold this one for $19.95 plus shipping, $7.50. You know, it's definitely at least a $10 profit. It's probably about $12. You know, sometimes you get that little bump depending on where it's going for your shipping fees and your discount. So it may be a $12 profit. Could be as little as 10, I suppose. I think I bought 5 of them, just kind of on a whim. Sold 3 of them in the last couple of days, so pretty happy with that. I will put either a heavy-duty contractor bag on top of these right here. That was a little Craigslist hunter tip. I had been doing something similar, but a little bit different than that, and then I looked at the cost and the durability of that, and I liked that a little bit better, so I started to do that. Or, and these are kind of expensive, like 48 cents or so if you buy 50 or 100. These poly bags are huge, and I use them for quite a few things, but I think I'll probably put them in this if they'll fit. A little cheaper than the contractor bag, and it'll do the trick. You could send those out the way they are, just in the box, and most people wouldn't care, but on the off chance somebody's going to use it as a gift or something, I don't like to do that. So sometimes I might send them a quick email and say, hey, I'm going to do it this way if that's all right with you. Quick little message on eBay. Sometimes I'll say it in the listing if that's the way I'm going to do it, but I didn't do it for either, so I'm going to put it in one of those little bags. Alright, next up is some Risk board game parts. These are the non-horse ones. These are the ones that got the like Roman numeral type stuff on them. And sold that with the little dice and the little cards. Took it out of a Risk game and probably paid $1 for the game. And they went for $10 plus shipping, so I'll make about $7-8 on that. You know, don't pick them up if it's more than about $1 for the game, unless it's an interesting one or a vintage one or something like that. All right, Wrangler shirt. This one right here, you can see this Wrangler shirt sold for $17. It's probably about a $7 profit or so on that one. Nothing spectacular, but not bad. Uh-oh. Thing's falling down on me here. My big hanger. It's not the Rally Roots big hanger like Flippin' Hustler did on his video. That would probably go out to about here. But you can buy these big hangers, and I use them, and they do the trick. You know, I don't have to create the little longer hanger, but these big ones will do the trick. Just to show you in comparison to a normal hanger, give you an idea. It's going to give you a little bit more area and give you a better slope as well. So maybe 1.5 inches on both sides, maybe 2 inches. So definitely, if you hang your clothes, I would definitely suggest getting at least this if you're not going to make that huge gigantic one. By the way, that gigantic one makes it awful hard to take clothes on and off of it, and that one works just perfect. So, all right, we have a Liberty T-shirt. Just bought it the other day while we were at the Goodwill, and it sold for $11. Paid $1, sold for $11. So just to do some quick math on that, so 2, 3, 6. It's about a $5 profit, maybe, give or take 50 cents on either side of that. Nothing special, but they're so easy and they're quick sellers for me most of the time. If they're in good condition, they're quick sellers. And one more shirt here, and it's a Tommy Bahama, and those aren't the best sellers. This one's got palm trees on it. It's in decent condition. It is a silk shirt, 100% silk shirt, and it went for $19 or $18, something like that. So, $17.95. So it's about an $8 profit. But happy to let them go. So, all right, what else? We got a couple more sharks, a couple more little items there. This one's been hanging around for a while. This was in a free box. I bought these. I grabbed these out of a free box. They're miniature lamps, PR2. I think they're for, I don't know. I don't want to tell you what they're for if I don't know. I'm going to say I think they're for some kind of a projector. And they sold for $8, but it was a free buy. It was a free pickup. So, I don't know, what was that, $4? $3.50? And we have an Irish hat, and this came out of that giant free bag. If you watch some of the previous videos about hats we talked about, this is from the game. This is a little bolo. Whenever you see those bars, old school game hat, snapback in the back. This one needed cleaning. It needed reshaping. It was flat when I got it. I could have done all that and made a few more dollars off of it, but I decided in the end that I was just going to list it. And it got $15.88 free ship, so it's a nice little almost $10 profit because I paid nothing for it, maybe a little bit less than that. So definitely worth it. All right, and last but not least, and Grandpa, if you're out there, you can remember when I went into Goodwill with you, I only found a few CDs to sell. When I went into Goodwill with Grammy, we found 2 carts worth of stuff, but you're the winner anyways because we sold a CD pretty quick. So I don't even remember what the CDs are in there. Maybe they're $2, and I got a Tupac CD, a Biggie CD, which I thought was funny because they were next to each other. Only you young people out there understand that, I guess. And I got a Dr. Dre CD. They were all in excellent condition. This is the double CD from Death Row. There's one there, and there's one behind it as well. You can see that. And it sold for $13 free ship. And I probably should have listed it for a little bit more, to be perfectly honest with you. Could have made a little bit more, but I ended up making about $5-6 on it. A little bit more than that. And we'll get it shipped off today. So those are the sales for today. There's a few more things. Matter of fact, there's one more thing outside that I'm going to go show you that's been hanging around since Joyous Junk last year. And let's see if anything else is sold here. Heard something. You should turn those chimes on. I don't have those chimes on when I'm with you. Like I see some resellers and they hear that chime in the back. Just sold a little game piece. But I'm going to take you out to a little shed in the back and I'm going to show you an item that sold. I've had it for over a year from the Joyous Junk sale last year. And I put it in the shed, and sometimes you forget stuff. This is a huge, heavy item. And before I went on vacation for a few days, I listed it, and it just sold yesterday. It was a $20 buy, and it sold for $100 as is. And we'll ship that off today, but I'm gonna have to get a hand cart to get it. But I will show you what's sold out there. All right, let's talk about that bolo. That you'll notice I have a lot of license plates, but I just use them kind of for decor more than anything else. Except for I came across a few, and I sold this one on an auction. The person still 5 days later hasn't paid for it. But I remembered where I got it because I bought a bunch of these from a guy. There's 3 or 4 guys at the flea market I buy these from, and they're really not worth that much. Some of the older ones that don't have the sticker, I think starting in the early 70s, they have the raised, I guess embossed is what you call it. Some of those are worth a little bit more money. I think you can see some back here, like this one right here, if you can see. And they're definitely worth more money if you have the pair, and depending on condition and whatnot. And so you can sell some of them. But when I realized that this specialty plate, this constitutional officer treasurer plate, sold for I think $35, and that was an auction, $35 plus shipping. And even though the person hasn't paid, I realized they've got some value. So I'm thinking maybe even $40, buy it now plus shipping, might sell these things. And so I decided to go back and check out, see what else he had. And sure enough, not only did he have the match to that one, and he was selling them for $2 a piece, he had a stack more of these things. And so there is a bunch of them, and a lot of them. This one, here's the match to the one up there. A lot of them, this one's a little dirty, needs cleaning, 117, 125, but from here back, they're all matches, 125, 63, or 93, I'm looking at it over here, 93, so all these here, 81, 81, are all matches. So, couple things here. One is people like to buy things from their year with license plates, whatever year they were born. Now, obviously, nobody's buying this one unless a 6-year-old's out there on eBay. And it's a sticker anyways, not the embossed one. But people like to do that. Or if somehow, you know, the number on the plate, maybe they're born in 1965, maybe that helps. But this one, because it's a treasurer, it says treasurer and constitutional officer. Apparently in the state of Virginia, this is what they issue. I don't know, per county, I'm not quite sure, to be perfectly honest with you, because there are so many of them. I don't think this is done through DC or anything, even though a lot of people live in Virginia who work up in DC, but I don't think that's the case. So I think there are 15 in all. So just hypothetically, if we get $40 a piece minus all the fees, we're looking at close to $500 in profit right here, and this costs 30 bucks. So we'll see. I don't want to, you know, guarantee that profit, but I have a feeling they'll go for quite a bit. I might be selling these over a long period of time. I don't want to flood the market. I'll put a pair out at a time. There's only so many of these things. Now, some other things to look for, of course, is age. In certain states do better than others. Obviously, I have a lot of Virginia here. I have a California, a couple up there, and I'll get a few more. I lived in Oregon for a while, so maybe I'll put a couple of those up. And I've got some other spaces I want to put some stuff up. But the little yellow ones are Campbell County, which is where I used to live. Now I live in Bedford County. So, I don't know. I just think they're neat looking, and that's what we're going to do. But this is the one I stumbled upon. And if you'll notice, I already have one. Let me see if I can find it right there. Okay. That one matches this one, and I found them on 2 separate days. Same person, obviously, but 2 separate days. I think they have so many, and they just keep bringing more out. And this one is from 1976. Now it says WPJ 2. But I looked on the back of this thing, and what I found is it says, I don't know if you can read this, it says Congressman William Pat Jennings. And so I, sure enough, went to Google and I looked this up, and there was a congressman named William Pat Jennings who served Congress in the 1970s from the state of Virginia. And this was his license plate. I'm assuming he had 2 cars, so he had a 1 and a 2. Maybe he had 3, I don't know. But that's his. So I have no idea what this is worth, but it is definitely one of a kind. And we're definitely going to take this one down at some point and pair it up with this one and see if we can't sell it. If anybody out there has any idea that can help me, you know, how much is this worth, let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you'd sell it. Would you put it on auction? Would you put it out there, buy it now? Would you put it out there, high price, offer up? Let me know how you'd list it. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and all that stuff. But you know what? I'm going to take you outside for a minute. I'm going to take you, and we're going to look at the item that's sold and show you that sometimes it pays big. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Turner's playing his game still. Sometimes it does pay to ship some heavy stuff. Oh, look, Commonwealth Grammy's out here. You gonna say hi to the camera? I'm gonna show him something. Please don't, of course not. Alright. She's been walking, getting her exercise in. Let's go here. I'm gonna show you what I got in this shed. This is some kind of water pump. Flowtech water pump, and it is heavy as all get out. You'll see, look, I got some old vacuum cleaners I bought recently, some lawn chairs. I got to get on those. Normally I have those listed by now. Sometimes I sell them locally. Another rainbow vac back there. So, all right, well, I'll tell you, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching the program, and don't forget to subscribe below and hit a thumbs up on it, and give me some comments and tell me what you think I should do with those license plates. All right, y'all have a good day.